Like, I want to like look presentable. Like, no. I probably look like I got hit by a truck. Hi guys, so I have been putting off releasing the video on Tuesday. So essentially this past weekend in Canada, it was Thanksgiving long weekend. We headed up to Sudbury, Ontario, and we spent a wonderful time with friends and family, and we came back. I was supposed to record my expectations and kind of what had happened through this second round of IUI and how I've been feeling. I did not get around to that. I was so tired from driving 6 hours on the way down and then driving, I don't even know. We got into the car at 11, we didn't get in until like 7 when we came in. So that's like 8 hours in the car. And I don't know if we've touched on this on the channel, but Justin has some serious sleeping issues. So I ended up driving all but an hour and a half of that whole trip on the way down, and I drove all the way up. And so just because you don't want someone who's really tired to be driving a car on a major highway, on multiple major highways. So yeah, it took a toll on me, and I just didn't get it around to it. And before we knew it, we were listening to the results. I left you on day 5, so I stopped taking, so I went on day 3. I was going back in day 8 for my ultrasound and blood work, and my ultrasound came back saying, and day 7 I was done my letrozole, and on day 8 I went in for my ultrasound blood work. My ultrasound said that there was 1 follicle at 22 millimeters, and then there was a bunch that were a little bit smaller that weren't going to trigger. We had to do the trigger shot because it was day 8 and I wasn't going to ovulate on my own. Yeah, so I took the trigger shot. I was in immense pain. So I'm editing all of this, and I didn't realize that last night when I recorded it, my card ended up being full. So I recorded up until I was in immense pain. That's no joke. I was in so much pain. We got the trigger shot on the Thursday, and within 24 hours, I was in so much pain. Like, it literally felt like someone was stabbing me in the ovaries. I was like, oh my God, like, they're rupturing, like, it's happening. Justin had been sick the Thursday, well, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but like really bad on Thursday, Friday. And I was like, okay, like, the trigger shot was awful because, like, I was fine. I took it like a champ. I will probably upload that video. My God, it's embarrassing, but it's the true reality of your spouse giving you a needle. It kind of, I had like a little bit of cramping like in the area, and I actually had to massage the area, which was different because the first time I took it, it honestly didn't hurt at all, and I didn't feel like anything. I barely even had any like cramping or like pain after, like, from ovulation, and I should have had 2 follicles ovulating where I only had 1 this time, so it was different. And so that kind of caught me off guard. But woke up Saturday morning, and that's when, so Friday night I was in a lot of pain. Saturday morning I woke up still in immense pain. Not as bad as Friday, but definitely like not good. And so I'm like, okay. And then Justin to do a sample, and he was so ill that he couldn't even drive it to the clinic. So got myself out and brought the sample in, and then I came home, and I'm not gonna lie, me and Sam watched TV for like 2.5 hours. 2 hours. Hour and a half, something like that. And I'm like, hey, it's time for me to go. Like, I wasn't even like ready. Like, I was like in so much pain. I couldn't even, like, cause like normally like I like take a shower and like do my hair and like get ready to like go. Like, cause you know, like I might be getting pregnant. So like I might as well like look good. Like, I'm joking. But like seriously, like I want to like look presentable. Like, no, like my hair was like this. Like, I had like no makeup. I probably looked like I got hit by a truck. Like, I literally was in so much pain. I was keeled over. I'm like, I'm in so much pain. Is this normal? Like, is this a normal thing? Like, should I be in this much pain? And she's like, yeah, it's fairly normal. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, some people go through that and some people don't. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, all right, so I get in. And because he'd been sick, I was like, we're gonna have like the worst sample ever. Like, we're gonna have like 10 million. And like we had 23 million with 2 eggs, and like we have 1 egg, and we're gonna end up with like 10 million. And like, it's not even gonna be good. And like, anyways, I was like going in there, like, this is gonna be the worst thing ever. And this is not gonna work. And oh man, get in there and I derobe and all that fun stuff, and lie down, get comfy, wait for the nurse to come in. She's like, okay. She's like, I need you to verify the sample and make sure that's Justin's and yours. And I'm like, okay, look at it. Yeah, it is. But like, you take a long time to look at those things. Like, make sure, right? Like, I don't know. It's just like, you don't want to be wrong, right? So like, you make sure all the spelling's right. Like, I don't even know like how many Justin Melet-Lalches are going to the same clinic. But like, anyways, I digress. Yep, it is his. Okay. She's like, all right, and I need you to sign these papers. This is like what, like the results that we found. And I'm looking at the paper and I'm like, does that say 100 million per milliliter? And she's like, yeah. So like it says like 73 million here is like the initial count, and like the final count was 100 million per milliliter. So you mean it quadrupled? Like, it's 4 times more healthy, viable sperm per milliliter? And he's sick? That's interesting. The only different thing that we did was pomegranate juice. I read somewhere that, because I didn't want to do the progesterone, I wanted to increase my lining naturally without the use of progesterone because it's awful, but apparently in my clinic you have to do the progesterone. So yeah, so I researched that, and then I found all this other stuff about like sperm quality and like how it's really good for sperm count and like all these things, and I'm like, well, we might as well just like buy a whole bottle and like we'll just drink it. It's gonna be good for us regardless, like whether it's good for our fertility or not. It's not gonna hurt. So we did that. That's literally the only difference. And so it could have just been a fluke. It could have been the reason. I have no idea. Or it could have just been last sample was just a really bad sample. Like, I don't know. So anyways, yeah, so that was really great. I was really, really excited. Like, really excited. Like, I was off my rocker. Like, I was like, oh my god, like, I can't believe it. Like I thought, like, hey, we're ovulating. I'm still ovulating because it's still hurting. So, like, maybe it hasn't ovulated yet. And, like, we're going to put the sperm in. And there's going to be 100 million of them in there. And, like, it's going to work. And it's going to be great. And I'm so excited. And, like, I was literally so excited and so happy. And I just felt like it was right, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. Everything just seemed like it was supposed to be happening when it's happening, and I don't know. It just felt right. Yeah, so I came back, and then the crimping kind of went away. I went against doctor's orders. I was supposed to start the progesterone that day, and I didn't. I'm gonna make a separate video about this, but okay, this is like lots of information, not for like little ones to maybe hear. I don't know. We're pretty open in our family, so we don't exactly say it this vulgarly, but I really needed to have sex. It's crazy. Like, for a couple trying to have a baby, there's not very much sex happening. And I also read somewhere that having an orgasm after IUI is actually very helpful because it helps like push the sperm up. So I was like, it ain't gonna hurt, and I really need it. So just to like de-stress and like relax. So I started the next day, which honestly was like a dose, and you don't implant for like 4 to 10 or 12 days or something like that. So I was like, you know what? 2 doses of progesterone is not going to break this cycle. That's not what's gonna do us in. So yeah, did that. And then we waited, and I had a lot of symptoms, and I actually threw up, and the 2-week wait was insane. So anyways, I'm going to leave you at that.